Hey everyone, it's me SJ back with a couple of messages. So I just did a pre-shuffle, and just the all-around theme I'm seeing is that we're finally like letting go and coming in to our true essence of life. Transformation. Pluto went direct yesterday or today. So you probably feel just like things just falling away, things coming to light, um, like seeing things that you probably were suppressing for a long time. The Sword of Truth is out. That was a card that came out when I was just pulling tarot cards. But as far as like oracle cards from the Work Your Light Oracle, the Transformation card came out, which makes perfect sense. That's that death energy we were talking about. And then on the other side was cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you, right? We're just whatever is happening right now is for the path that we've chosen. Okay. In my Rumi deck, this deck is it's dope. And when you read from the book, it's deep. But the pictures are really beautiful. So so these are the two cards that came out. And it's like right even under them, right? So like we have Whirling Goddess. I love this energy, y'all. It's like we're coming into like that Empress mode, just fertility all the way. And then Divine Mother Manifest. Look at the heart chakra is getting worked on, making space for what belongs. In my Earth Warrior deck, you already know I love this deck. Guess what it is? Sorcerer of Light. Card number 40, Hiaka. And then right underneath it is Mau. Soma from the Galactic Heart. Like heart chakra on bleak, y'all. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling like things that are supposed to happen, or things that are just supposed to like be happening, like are happening. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to pull some more cards, but I'm going to do it clearly while we're on the screen. But just wanted to give you also, like, if you're feeling just energy of like things being like not taken away, but you just feel like things are clearing out, that's what's up. And also I would like to add that people are coming into mission with their soul purpose, and it's a very big transitional time. So during these times, you need to pay attention to who you're keeping around you, people you confide in, okay? Where your light, you need to pay attention to where your light is being dimmed and where your light is allowed to, shine, do what you do. Because, not everybody's happy for you. Not everybody can be happy for you because they haven't done the work. So you shouldn't be surprised, and it's not a judgment or on them. That's just where they are. And you need to be aware that some people can't handle it. One of my favorite readers I was listening to, she said, jealousy is just someone who chooses not to be inspired. You could choose to be jealous, or you could choose to be inspired by someone. And I thought that was real deep. I think my shadow needed to hear that, because it was like, I don't consider myself a jealous person. And just in particular of like relationships and things like that. But it's always kind of like, you have to wonder why you're feeling jealous. Is it because the people around you make you feel like you're not enough? Your partner acts like you're not enough, so then you become jealous of things that they give attention to. Red flag, okay? Or like, are you just not aware of like how beautiful you are? Look at that. Stand in the light. Okay? Stand in your light. Be careful. Who's dimming your light and who is allowing you to shine? We got a lot of protection too. Okay. She's still at the bottom of the deck. We'll pull the top cards of those cards in a little bit. We are getting grounded. Last time we talked about being still and just, figuring out, getting in alignment so we can plant the seeds that need to be planted. But you have to be able to take the time to know, be sure, you know. All the light. What lights you up? Okay, so this is the tarot, so we'll come to this after, but let's pull the top cards of everything. So take the leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This energy is so real. Like, it's like accepting that things are being drawn to you and you don't have to question them. So the only thing you need to do is open your heart and just be ready to receive. Let love transform. Okay. Hearing truth. Let the truth come out. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the butterfly. Right? We talked about the butterfly last time. Caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly. Okay. So honestly, let's just see. I have all my books here. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull some tarot and then we will read what the book says, since we didn't read what the book says last time. But we already know right now there's this feeling of just letting things fall away as they have been. But it's probably going to be extra strong right now. Knight of Swords. Okay. Truth's coming in. Okay, I'm going to put that back. Sorry. We'll come back to you. These cards are really shiny, really smooth, so I just want to make sure that it feels right when I take the card. Okay, yes, pause. Hangman. This is good. Right? It's kind of like, hold on. Let me make sure my next move was my best move. Page of Swords. Being cautious. What are we about to use that sword for? Watching. This is, I love this card, Nine of Pentacles. This is what's awaiting for you when you accept those truths. Hermit in reverse. I'm coming out. Coming. I want the world to know. And then lastly, King of Cups. Emotional, like security, like intelligence. That's beautiful. Ace of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. But the only reason I think this wand is in reverse right now is because like we're taking time in this space to figure out what we're going to use it for. Okay? Like it's a pause because we just want to be sure. And like that's when discernment is so important, because we want to make sure that what's ours is ours. Okay? This is really good. I've been feeling this energy. I know a lot of my friends have been feeling this energy. It just feels like, yes, like we're about to get it popping. We about to get it popping in the 3D. Okay. Let's read. Let's start with the leap card. Okay. Whee. Oh, sorry. I don't want this to be. Oh, sorry. I wish I knew exactly what page it was, but this deck is like, okay. Leap. Put the card right here. You go first. The universe will catch you. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. To throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you are waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission to slip, to take a deep breath, and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. Beautiful. Take the lead. Okay. Next is Rumi. Rumi is a long read, but it's worth it. Um, Let love transform. Almost there. Something that I'm really drawn to is like, first of all, I see the spiral, but like just look at the energy of the card. It's kind of just like whirlwind, you know. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. What's your soul telling you to do? Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set the colors, become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. I love this. Okay. The oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The Great Beloved is a grace works. Wait, sorry, y'all. The Great Beloved is a show off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit to remain always in a fit of appreciation and awe so great. Truly, there would not be even a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No. Instead, trust that it will be magnificent perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right. So utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life. But perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. This is perfect. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Okay, let it fall away, y'all. Let us live in the law of love. Okay? And last but not least, we have hearing truth. Card number 21, Dadiri. Dadiri. You can already tell she got wisdom. 21. Hearing truth. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Great Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold to evoke healing and set things right. Listen for deep within. Truth is known. Focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. There is a voice of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune in to that inner voice bringing peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than putting your faith in the people and things of this world, but you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. You have an intuitive ability to recognize truths of the spirit. Dadiri is an Australian Aboriginal term for the deep spiritual practice of reflective and respectful listening. It is a deep listening for truth beyond physical words and their logical meaning. It is the way the shaman hears with the soul. Through the power of his or her own inner experiences, the shaman is able to create spiritual wisdom for the community, bringing balance and unity between the realm of Great Spirit and our earth. As one who holds the potential power of the shaman, it is part of your soul journey to seek out deeper meaning, to never assume that the whole truth is revealed in what another says, and instead to listen carefully. Sometimes even for the truth evidenced in what is not being said, but being communicated in other ways. Others will naturally be drawn to you for counsel, but you must be sure that loving wisdom is the source through which your counsel is gleaned. Part of the shamanic life path involves mastery over the extremes of existence. Energetic highs following by crushing fatigue, feeling taxed beyond your limits of body and mind, perhaps even an experience of near death or symbolic death of the personality. A profoundly challenging illness in body or mind, or a period of spiritual darkness which eventually leads you to a healing rebirth. These are all possible ways the shamanic soul can progress through its training. Such challenges are a form of initiation, teaching the soul to become able to consciously contain and channel energy according to its will, rather than being tossed about by the forces of the world. It takes time, but eventually the soul learns to live from a place of inner balance and spiritual grounding. The shaman is empowered to guide others through what has been mastered, moderating and containing what is required for healing. This evokes balance in the lives of those they touch. Soul training in the shamanic way happens through your life experiences. It may or may not involve official training as a shaman, but in some way you will be taught and guided by an initiated teacher. Training includes the experience of altered states of consciousness to feed the need of your soul to expand beyond the restrictions of everyday reality and feeling genuinely connected and supported by a vaster spiritual reality. Altered states can include intuition, visions, hearing messages from Great Spirit, and an ability to recognize and interpret signs of higher guidance. This is preparation for dealing with forces that are not visible to most, and yet have palpable effect in the minds and hearts of many souls disconnected from their divine support system. Your altered states are fulfilling their intended purpose when they bring healing. When it is the right time for you, Great Spirit will bring you the necessary guides and teachers in the spiritual and physical worlds so that you can learn how to safely enter into the ground out of expanded states of awareness. This will increase your ability to hear and channel the messages of Great Spirit. Trust that your heart will recognize your true teachers, which will not always be those that claim to be your true teachers, as you participate fully in your unfolding journey with trust. Y'all, that's a real one. And I can't help but feel like, okay, Spirit, I see you, because if you know, you know. But, anyways, y'all, it's time to trust yourself. It's time to truly love yourself. If you're taking this pause right now, just breathe and let it all come to you, okay? But also trust yourself. Don't seek for things outside of you. If you feel your spirit or your soul is telling you something, and if you hear that same message from outside of you, that's a confirmation. Okay? That's a confirmation. And I know it can be scary when you're starting to like trust yourself and like get in tune with your own spiritual gifts. Okay? Always remember you are your own oracle. All of us are ingrained with different ways of connecting. You just have to find your way of connecting, whether it be tarot, whether it be drawing, writing, music, like it doesn't matter. We all have a different gift with a different message to bring. And that's why it's so important to connect the heart, the throat, and the crown and your third eye. Because when these are connected, the root and everything else is in alignment. Because your voice, if you speak from the heart, the truth comes out. And when the truth comes out, you're able to walk in the way that you need to, right? Okay? Everything else follows suit. So, trust yourself. I love you. And thank you for like being on this journey with me. Let's ascend together, and you got this. You got this. You got this. Okay. Love you.